to another Beaufort County Report. My name is Hannah Nichols, and we are here tonight at the Return to Pritchards Island event sponsored by USC Beaufort. I'm joined by two of their amazing students that are going to tell us all about sea turtles today.
Hi, my name is Taylor.
My name is Kirsten.
And we were in partnership with Pritchards, a volunteer sea turtle base, in collaboration with Dr. Ritchie this summer. We primarily focused on Pritchards Island, and we monitored the beaches and looked for turtle nests, primarily loggerheads, because that's the only species we really get out on Pritchards. So we would go monitor the beaches every morning, look for signs of turtle crawls or turtle nests, and we would, just monitor the beach and protect the nest.
Given that loggerhead sea turtles, their population is declining, they are endangered, it is very important that we go out there as soon as we can, given the tides, and we check for nests and we make sure they are relocated safely if they need to be.
Sounds like a lot of early mornings. Was it at least a fun summer?
Oh, we had an absolute blast, but it definitely was some early mornings. We would be out there on the beach before the sun was even up, but it was definitely worth it, especially when we know we're contributing to these little baby turtles.
So did you guys get to see an increase in nests this year, or were we pretty on par with maybe a couple years past?
So this was actually a relatively low nesting season for Pritchards. I think we roughly had about 50 nests, give or take. So it was a relatively low season, but we noticed there was a trend of low nest around not only just Pritchards, but in South Carolina in general. So we're not really sure why. Maybe the mama turtles just weren't making as many eggs this year as they were prior, but...
Now, is this an ongoing program? Like, will additional students come in next year and kind of keep it going?
Yes, ma'am. So recently, Dr. Kimberly Ritchie did take over as head or director of Pritchards Island. So she is trying to recruit the incoming freshman class, sophomore class as more helping hands.
And if you are a member of that freshman class and you're interested, where can you go for more information?
I would definitely reach out to Dr. Ritchie. You can also probably look it up on the USCB website. But for the most part, it's an internship that you can take over the summer. So if you're looking for a fun summer where you're out on the beach and in the field every day, it's definitely a good opportunity. So hit up Dr. Ritchie if you're interested.
That sounds awesome. Well, it sounds like a good walk on the beach to me.
It was.
I thank you so much, Kirsten and Taylor, for your time, and we hope that you stay tuned. And we are back with the BC Report. Joining me now is Loren, who also shared an awesome summer on Pritchards Island.
Yes, so I interned through USCB and I did the shoreline mapping. And so basically what that was is I just mapped the erosion on Pritchards Island to see how many feet it's either gained or receded over a span of 10 years.
That sounds like some really crucial data. Was there any kind of platform you used or system that helped you?
Yeah, so I had used GIS mapping, which was new to me. I've never used that system before, so I felt like it was a very beneficial tool to use, especially in the field of ecology, because not only can it measure urban development, it is also good for population counting and just anything that you need to keep in a record. It's like a digital library.
That sounds really fascinating. And what crucial data to contribute to all of these sustainability and conservation efforts. Did you have a good summer?
I did. I really did. It was a very good learning experience that I think will carry me throughout my career.
Awesome. And if someone is looking to learn more about your program in particular, where could they go?
You could always visit the USCB home webpage. It'll give you a lot of information on internships, major interests, and any of the directors that we have here can teach you more about that.
Awesome, and we're going to throw that web address at the bottom of the screen. Thank you so much for your time, Loren, and we hope you stay tuned. Thrilled now to be joined by Governor Henry McMaster. Thank you so much for your time tonight, sir. I do want to ask you, how did you first get involved with Pritchards Island?
I read a story in the newspaper that the Rhodes family was considering taking the property back because it had not been kept up and used and protected as agreed upon. So I called Martha and left a message on her phone saying that the state of South Carolina would do exactly what they said they would do in that agreement, and period. There's no doubt about it. And one thing led to another, and I guess it got things rolling, but here we are.
Well, it certainly seems to be going in a positive trajectory. Why is Pritchards Island specifically so important to conserve?
Well, all the reasons that were mentioned, I didn't realize, I hadn't thought about it, but I did not realize that half of the marsh islands on our coast, Atlantic coast, are in South Carolina, and half of those are in Beaufort County. And Pritchards Island, unlike a lot of the others that have been developed, of course, has never had a renewal of sand. So everything that is there is what nature put there all those years ago and has stayed there or has moved out and come back in. So it is really completely untouched. So it's important to have places like that because we can learn so much from nature. Half the great things we know we found out somewhere by working with nature. So to preserve that for those reasons, also just for the natural beauty of it, and also just to protect our state from becoming like so many others where they've just got too much pavement and buildings. They haven't tried to direct the course of things in a smart way so that the economy and the natural environment and heritage, cultural heritage could grow and prosper together. But that's what we're doing here, and this is a perfect example of it.
We agree. Thank you so much for your time, and thank you for joining us at this event tonight. This has been the Beaufort County Report.